Today we are starting the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry from class 10th. Now to know about trigonometry, we will consider an example. Say here is a minar and a person is standing on the ground and looks towards the minar and looks towards the peak of the minar. Here is the peak of the minar. Then from the person to the peak of the minar, the line is called eye of sight. And from the base to the person, from the base of the minar to the person, the line is called horizontal. And this AC line is showing the height of the minar. Now, the angle between the eye of sight and horizontal is called angle of elevation. This angle of elevation is written as, first we write 0 and then we put a line in it. It is called theta. This is called theta. Now, theta is the angle between the eye of sight and horizontal. Now, without measuring the height of the minar, we can find the height of minar by using some trigonometric ratios. Here we can see that we are getting a right angled triangle, triangle ABC. The trigonometric ratios can be found out from only from the right angled triangles formed. Now we will look towards another example. See, here is a building. A person is standing on the building. Here a person is standing on the building. And here is a temple. Person from the top of the building is looking at the ground on the base of the temple. Now, the eye of sight is this one, that is from the eye of the person to the base of the temple. This is the eye of sight. Now horizontal line will be parallel to x-axis. This line is parallel to x-axis. This is the horizontal line. Now the angle between the eye of sight and horizontal line, in this case when the person was standing on the building and looking at the base of the temple, this angle is called angle of depression, because this angle is made on the ground of the temple. The person is looking at the ground of the temple, therefore the angle between the eye of sight and horizontal is called angle of depression. Now, how the trigonometric ratios are written? Now you see, once again I am telling you this, all that I have told you in the examples. See here, suppose a person standing on ground here looks at the top of minar, then we can see a right triangle as above. In this case, the height of minar can be measured using trigonometric ratios. See here, we are getting the right angle triangle and we can find the height of minar by using trigonometric ratios. Without measuring it, such angle formed by eye of sight with horizontal is called angle of elevation. Angle formed by eye of sight to the horizontal is called angle of elevation. Now, suppose a girl is sitting on the balcony of a house. Here is a house and a girl is sitting in the balcony. and she is looking at the base of the temple that is in front of her house. Then the angle subtended by eye of sight with horizontal is called angle of depression. In above cases, we get triangles, triangle ABC, right angled triangle. In both of these cases, we are getting a triangle that is right angle triangle. Now, this angle is angle of depression. This angle is angle of depression, that is between the angle between the eye of sight and horizontal. This is also horizontal, parallel to this horizontal. These lines are parallel to x-axis. Now this is the angle of depression. See, these two lines are parallel and these alternate angles are equal. Then this is the angle of depression. Again, this is equal to the angle of depression. This angle is named as theta. Here this angle is named as theta. Now we will come to know about the trigonometric ratios, that how we write the trigonometric ratios in right angled triangles. See here, triangle ABC is the right angle triangle. Now one thing that we should understand is that now if I take angle A as the base angle, means I am to find sine A, cos A, tan A, secant A, cosecant A, etc. Then this A mentioned is the angle of base. This is base angle, means the base angle is formed at A when I am finding sine A, cos A, etc. In this case, base is AB and BC is the perpendicular in front of the base angle. Now suppose I am to find sine C, cos C, etc. Then this C will become the base angle and the perpendicular will be in front of the base angle. Means when we are to find the trigonometric ratios of sine C, cos C, secant C, cosecant C, tan C, etc., then because we are pronunciating the angle C, that is sine C, cos C, tan C, means that the base angle is C. Then the base angle is C and the perpendicular is in front of C. Then AB will become the perpendicular. Now one thing must be clear to you, that here angle A is if base angle, then it is formed on AB, then AB is the base. If angle C is base angle, then the base is BC. Now we come to the trigonometric ratios. First of all, first trigonometric ratio we will learn about is sine of angle A. Sine of angle A is written as sine A. It is sine, S-I-N-A. It is sine A. It is pronunciated as sine A. Sine A is side opposite to angle A upon hypotenuse. Means sine A is equal to the perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This you should remember always. Sine A is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Because AB is base, BC is perpendicular, AC is hypotenuse, then sine A is equal to BC upon AC. Now we find cosine A. Cosine of angle A is equal to base upon hypotenuse. Now base is AB and hypotenuse is AC. Then cosine of angle A will be equal to AB upon AC. Now I am to find tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A is perpendicular upon base. Tangent of angle A is perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is BC and base is AB, then it will be equal to BC upon AB. Tangent of angle A is also equal to sine A by cos A. Tangent of angle A is sine A by cos A. What is sine A? Sine A is BC upon AC. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse, BC upon AC. Cos A is base upon hypotenuse, AB upon AC. Then it becomes equal to BC upon AC, BC upon AC into AC upon AB. We will get the reciprocal of AB by AC when it goes into the multiplication. Then AC cancellizes and we get BC upon AB, BC upon AB, perpendicular upon base. It is tangent of angle A. Base angle is A. Tangent of angle A is perpendicular upon base. It is also equal to sine A upon cos A. Now see, sine A, S-I-N-E, sine of angle A is written as S-I-N-A, sine A. Cosine of angle A is written as cos A. Cosine of angle A is written as cos A. Tangent of angle A is written as tan A. Tangent of angle A is written as tan A. Now we come to the next page. On the next page, again I have drawn a right angle triangle with base A, base angle A. Then cosecant of angle A is reciprocal of sine. Cosecant is always reciprocal of sine, means 1 upon sine of angle A. What was sine? Sine of angle A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Then 1 upon sine A will be hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Means cosecant A is equal to hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Now hypotenuse was AC and perpendicular is BC. It is AC by BC. Now secant of angle A, secant is reciprocal of cosine. Secant is reciprocal of cosine. Then what was cosine? Cosine was equal to base upon hypotenuse. Then secant will be equal to hypotenuse upon base. Here hypotenuse is AC and base is AB. It is AC by AB. Now cotangent of angle A is equal to 1 upon tangent A, means cotangent is reciprocal of tan A. Tan A is perpendicular upon base, then cotangent will become base upon perpendicular, that is AB upon BC. Also one must remember that tangent of angle A is sine upon cos A, means perpendicular upon base. Then cotangent of angle A will be equal to base upon perpendicular. Now here is a note, important note, the trigonometric ratios of an acute angle is in a right triangle express the relationship between the angle and the length of side. Of course, it is giving, this trigonometric ratio is giving us the relationship between the angle and the length of the sides of a right angled triangle. What we are getting from the trigonometric ratios? We are getting from the trigonometric ratios that these are giving a relationship between the angles and the length of the sides of triangle. Which triangle is used? That is right angled triangle is used. Now similarly, trigonometric ratios of angle C can also be taken, but one important thing to understand is that if we take trigonometric ratios of angle C, then base angle is angle C, that I have expressed just now. If we are finding the trigonometric ratios of angle C, means we have two acute angles in right angled triangle. One was angle A and the other we are considering the angle C because the right angle is formed at the point B. Therefore, we can find the trigonometric ratios of A as well as of C. Just now we had found the trigonometric ratios of A. Now we are finding the trigonometric ratios of C. When we were finding the trigonometric ratios of A, then the base angle was A. And when we are finding the trigonometric ratios of C, then the base angle is C. Now in this case, tan C will be perpendicular upon base, then perpendicular is always in front of the base angle. Therefore, it will be AB upon BC, P upon B, that is sin C upon cos C. Now cot C is because cot C is reciprocal of tan C, it is equal to cos C by sin C, it is equal to base upon perpendicular. Sin C is perpendicular upon hypotenuse, cosecant is reciprocal of sin, it is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Cos C is base upon hypotenuse, then secant C is reciprocal of cos, it is hypotenuse upon base. One thing you can remember always, that tan C is perpendicular upon base. Then we come to sin C. Sin C is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Cos C is base upon hypotenuse. Tan C is sin C upon cos C. Sin C upon cos C. Cot is reciprocal of tan. Cosecant is reciprocal of sin, and secant is reciprocal of cos. This was